Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah.
Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of a can. I can make it round the world when the holes in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn
world. Now it's time for Believe in the ACC with our starting lineup. From Florida State, number 17, Charlie Ward. From Morehead State University, number 50, Lloyd Stan. And from Murray State University, number 2, Kendrick Haskett. Get ready for the best sports show about the ACC in all the land. Believe in the ACC starts now.
How can you not like that whistle? If you don't like that whistle, something's wrong with you, man.
That's a you problem.
That's a you problem. Ain't got to do with us. Doggone it. It's the Kendrick Haskins, High on Love and Sleep Depravity.
Yes. You
Lloyd
are
Spence,
correct.
Also High on Love and a little sleep depravity. I got a little sleep last night. Now, if we're talking about the week, then maybe not so much. And I apologize. I don't know what my camera's doing today, y'all. I don't know what's happening, but it seems like I got a weird crooked thing going, and it's driving me crazy.
And you're in the corner of the screen.
And I'm in the corner of the screen. I've been trying to get out for like the last 20, 30 minutes. I don't know what the deal is. But I'm going to make it work today. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna make it work regardless of the challenges that we are facing. But this is a mashup today. We're gonna give you a little Believe in ACC. Gonna give you a little bit of press and pros because brothers be working and brothers be having stuff to do. And Louisville decided this week to play a basketball game on a Tuesday in November, which was crazy. But it's a good game though.
It's not crazy days playing on a Tuesday in November. It's just crazy who they played on a Tuesday in November.
Well, right. It's not right. Right. It's not that they played it. It's the fact that it's their biggest rivalry game and also, dare I say, the biggest moneymaker. Like,
yeah,
that's the cash in for the season, and they cash it in early November as opposed to December when it normally is. But whatever. I mean,
that's
okay.
the ESPN controls all that, so. It's one more thing you can blame ESPN for.
Well, listen, there seems to be a lot of complaints toward ABC Disney right now,
and they're not getting my money. I'm holding tight.
You're not gonna go. You're not gonna give them the .5. You never give them the 5.
I'm not getting there at.
You're not paying the 5. You're not paying the 5. Is what you saying?
No, because okay. I was gonna get it and just cancel it as soon as YouTube came back on YouTube.
Right.
But then part of me is like, I'm not giving them anything because they just being greedy.
Is it YouTube that's being? I mean, Disney
No.
being greedy, or is it YouTube?
It's ESPN. They raising their rates. That's what it is.
They are.
And YouTube doesn't want to raise the rates because that means they got to raise the customers' rates. And so
Yeah.
So that's
But
what it is.
I don't know. I'm conflicted by both. I actually gave.
I mean, both are at fault. Both are at fault. I mean, YouTube's not without fault.
Yeah.
But
It's hard.
I mean, they could pay the rates themselves.
Right.
They've got enough money.
It's hard for me to argue against two rich people in an argument. Like, I don't really know if I'm gonna side with either one of you ninjas.
Right.
But
ESPN and Disney, it's just a power move by them to get people to their app. And so I'm like, I'm done capitulating for this stuff. And so, and plus, I mean, it is hard, especially when next Monday Dallas is on Monday Night Football. But
I think I got a workaround for you. Don't worry about it.
Do what? You went out for a second.
I said I think I got a workaround for you. Don't worry about it. Don't stress yourself out. I don't know if I should say that publicly, but I mean, you know.
The funny thing is, a lot of the workarounds that I've seen are through YouTube.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. So I don't know. I already capitulated as, you know.
Well, the crazy thing is I've had the bundle, the ESPN, Hulu, Disney bundle for years.
Right.
But because YouTube is my provider, I can't watch ESPN.
But you can watch the bundle. You can watch the games on the bundle.
I can't. It doesn't come. It does. ESPN does not come open up when I.
That's right. Because if you got to go through the app, if you try to go through the regular ESPN app, you're right. It won't allow you to let you do it. That's exactly right. You have to go through. You have to go through the Disney Plus, and then go that way to try to get it. But it's listen. Listen, I had already did it, so I was thankful.
I haven't tried going through Disney Plus to do it, so I may give that a shot today.
Yeah, I went through Disney Plus, and that's how I've been able to kind of avoid all of it. And so, you know, it is what it is. But listen, this is the world we live in now. This is the world we live in. These folks, cable's next. Cable and Disney is next.
I'm surprised that. Well, I'm not surprised given the state of things, but it seems like at some point, the government would have stepped, because it's not like this is the first time. This stuff has been going on for years and years and years now, where they want to raise their rates on the cable companies, and then they go off the air for a little bit, and then they work out a deal. And it's like, at what point do we put a stop to this? It's stupid, because it's every like 4 months. It's somebody's
beefing. If only there was a governmental entity that could regulate these types of things. Oh well. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, great game. Did you enjoy it the other night? University of Louisville in Kentucky.
Yeah, I was there for the first half. I had to anchor that night, so I had to get back because it was on top of everything else. It was an 8:00 tip. And so
it's crazy.
But no, the atmosphere, it was like the old days at the Yum Center. It was 22,000 people were there.
Man.
Donovan Mitchell was there. It was hilarious because
who seemingly had a good time.
Yeah, because he was big in the recruitment of Michael Brown.
Yeah,
and then he was sitting courtside, and then because they had that heartbreaking loss to the Heat the night before.
Yeah,
he came up to the game, and then he sat out last night's Cavs game. So.
I noticed that. I did notice that he didn't play the very next night,
and the reason given was rest. Well, I guess you do need a rest if you fly from Miami to Louisville back to Miami.
I mean, yeah, he needed rest. He definitely needed. If you saw the locker room pictures and I mean Miami, I mean he needed rest. You got
and plus it's November, so they like.
He's only one man. He can only do so much.
But former U of L assistant coach Joaquin, what's his name? The one that The Wood was made after. The movie The Wood was made after. He was there.
Okay.
He was an assistant on U of L's 2013 coaching staff.
Nice.
Let me get his name because the funny thing is I used to talk to him all the time when he was there.
We want to give him the shout out he so richly deserves.
And I talked to him because he was sitting right behind me at the game, so I was talking to him.
Yeah.
A lot. Give me 1 second.
No problem. While you're doing that, I'll do this.
And that was a humble flex.
How's that a humble flex?
You literally just said he was sitting behind you at the game, and you were talking to him the entire game.
Because he was sitting behind me at the game.
Right.
What?
It doesn't change the flexness of it all.
How's that a flex? Because I'm talking about who was at the game.
What was he a part of again?
He was a part of the 2013 coaching staff.
And also, you said he was part of what now? He was in the what now?
Joaquin Jones. That's his name. Joaquin Jones. Yeah. I thought that was it.
It's fine. I didn't say it was a huge flex. It's just like a little, baby flex.
I said who's at the game, and then he was sitting behind.
It's not a Charlie Ward level flex. I think it's just fine. It's fine.
I'm just, it's very. There shouldn't have been a flex, and then you never give yourself the flex button, and like
I don't get out of the house much,
and it's super sensitive when it comes to me and Charlie.
I don't get out of the house much, so I'm in the office working all the time, so
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it works, man. I don't make the rules.
You do make the rules. You literally make the rules.
also, it's sciatica. It's not gout.
You got gout. You've got gout. You've got gout.
I don't have no gout.
That button's got gout.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? You put that evil on me. All right. Where do we start? Let's start with BLEAV because that's
we start with
BLEAV. Yeah, we'll start with BLEAV because that's what people actually came for. Yeah, it's Thursday. So, speaking of University of Louisville, they kind of shot themselves in the foot this weekend.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah, so now they need all the help in order to crack the top game, the ACC championship game, and or a playoff game if something were to happen. Now, it is not out of the realm of possibility, but also they're gonna need some help. So, this weekend it's kind of like the ACC may eat itself, so it may all work out, but we'll see. But this was a game that Louisville should have won.
They were favored by like 18 points, I believe.
Well, not only that, it was very evident earlier who the better team was, and then Louisville started Louisvilling, and it was weird because this is kind of this is the pattern of Jeff Brom. Unfortunately, he has, and I don't even know if he could explain this. If we were having an honest, truthful moment with him, I'm not sure he could explain why his teams play insanely well against teams they shouldn't be beating, and then turn around and lose games to teams that they should be dominating.
Right. Yeah, because like last year they went toe-to-toe with Notre Dame. Probably should have won that game at Notre Dame. They win at Clemson, lose to California. Lose to Stanford. Yeah. This year. They go to Miami. Hand Miami their first loss of the season. Yeah. They come home, barely beat who did they play right after that? Boston College.
College, yeah.
Yeah, barely beat Boston College.
One win on the season.
Should have lost to Virginia Tech. They played well in the second half, so I won't say that. But then they lay an egg against California, in which they let one 5'8" receiver dominate them the whole game. DeJesus was unstoppable for this team. Not only was he unstoppable, it felt like U of L refused to stop him. He had 16 catches for 158 yards.
That's crazy, yo.
And the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, that's
so crazy. His 16th catch of the game, you still didn't double-team him on the final play of the game.
Yeah. He should have had everybody on the team because he's the only kid that could actually make a play. Him and the quarterback.
And Kendrick Raphael had a good game too. 19 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown.
That's not a bad day.
No, and he had some catches out of the backfield too, and so it was. The defense hasn't played as well as of late, and playing against a quarterback that can, there's a competent quarterback that can throw the ball, gave them issues, and so that was. I mean, because Raphael also had 5 catches for 37 yards, and so.
And then I think we got to have a real honest moment also. Louisville. Well, Miller Moss has not played well all season.
No,
he just hasn't. He just has not. His inconsistent play and his inability to see guys when they are open in the moment that they're open, as opposed to I'm holding. Oh, now he's wide open. Now let me throw the ball. That has plagued them all season long. And he just he's
slow to pull the trigger a lot. And I've never seen a player catch it on pass that was batted down twice.
That was new for me.
I've never seen this happen to somebody twice in their career, let alone twice in the same game.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was crazy.
And he's not short. That's the other thing. He was getting his passes. He had a bunch of passes knocked down the other night, and he's not a short quarterback. And so
I think you gotta put it between the ears for him. You have to. That's the only logical explanation as to why it has become consistently bad with him. So,
and a lot of people, were pointing that Isaac Brown wasn't playing. Kewan Brown had 14 carries for 136 yards. He was fine.
That's not a bad day. That's not a bad day rushing.
The problem is like Colin Lacey only had 4 catches for 60 yards and led the team in receiving. Chris Bell only had 6 catches for 49 yards. I mean, they have to have more yards than that. And it hasn't felt like they've really gotten Colin Lacey the ball enough all season.
No, not at all. Not at all. And I don't understand why with that either. I'm not sure what they're seeing in a practice setting that he's not doing, because he should be touching the ball. To me, the 2 breakaway speed players, or the 3, are Isaac, Colin, and Chris. Those 3 guys are the guys that you want to put them in space and let them do their thing. So I don't know why they're more designed Colin Lacey plays, but they'll get another opportunity here this week, and we'll get into that here in just a minute. The other surpriser, but not really. I mean, I told you guys this is the game. Now, nobody could have predicted Chandler Morris going down, so that contributed to this game tremendously. But also, Virginia was living on a prayer. And then, they found out. Right. And this Saturday, the church closed for about an hour and a half, and they couldn't get anything going with the backup.
Yeah, we've been saying they were teetering all season long. And it finally bit them. We knew it was coming.
Has anyone said anything about whether or not Chandler Morris will be back this week?
I have not heard. I have not seen the injury.
I have not either, and I have not heard a word about this young man's return back to the game, because he went out with a I forget what it was. I just knew he went out of the game and did not return, and that dramatically affected the outcome, obviously. But it's not that Wake Forest played that great. Like, it just did what Wake Forest does, which is play just well enough to win. And so Virginia couldn't muster a touchdown in that game. It cost them. And so now Virginia has muddied up the waters, and somehow Miami moved ahead of everybody this weekend. I don't know how that happens in the standings, but apparently Miami is ahead of everybody with their win over Syracuse. And Boston College contributed nothing this weekend except giving SMU another win.
Morris is questionable for this week.
He is questionable. So here we go. And then again, I mentioned this to you guys last week. UConn is sick of being your doormat. They're not doing that no more.
I don't know why UConn's not in the conference at this point.
I think. Listen, I think that's coming. I think at this point that's coming. There's going to be some discussions. There has to be, because there's too much to gain from UConn being in the conference now. There's too much to gain, especially in basketball. That's a no-brainer. Those games are no-brainers, right? So I think
you got UConn. Who else are you going to add, though? You need to add 2.
That's a great question.
I think Memphis is probably the most logical because
from a geographical perspective, yeah.
Well, you know, if you can throw that out the window at this point, but I think it's also because Cincinnati's in the Big 12. I don't think they're going to leave the Big 12. Memphis is a major market that's not in a major conference, and so
they're competitive in a lot of sports.
Yeah, Memphis and Notre Dame. I mean, Memphis and Tulane make the most sense.
Yeah, but I can definitely see UConn coming over. But UConn handled Duke in what turned out to be a very, very entertaining game. At the end of the day, I thoroughly enjoyed watching that one. UNC is rolling. They rolling now.
Beating Stanford by 5 points at home is rolling.
I mean, for them.
You see me rolling.
For what they started looking like in the beginning of the season, this is a massive win. And then this is our fault again. We take the blame for this one because we knew better. We talked about it prior to the pick. We said, hey, we know Florida State can't win this game. We know that. And yet, all 3 of us, we understand why Charlie's doing it. We got that. That makes sense. I don't know why we keep doing it. That's the problem, Kendrick. I don't understand why we keep.
We need to sit down and look at ourselves in the mirror and ask about the choices we're making.
If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. That's what you need after. That's what the man told us to do. And by the way, I have not looked at the stat sheet. I have not looked at the box score at all. I'm going to guess right now, Thomas Castellanos, 175 to 200 yards passing and 83 yards rushing. Let's see what it is.
It's 250 yards passing, 31 yards rushing.
31 yards rushing.
And Leatherman rushing.
So I wasn't far off of the total. Yards.
Whenever your leading rusher has 31 yards, even though Clemson's leading rusher only had 48.
Yeah. Well, let's be clear. Clemson's not that much better. They were just better. They're better than Florida State, though. Florida State is not good.
No.
They're not good. But Clemson was just good enough to get through this game. And so this was a very interesting week, but I want to get to the standings because now we have 5 teams that have 1 loss.
Yep.
Louisville and Miami, who are ranked ahead of Duke and SMU, both have 2 losses in the conference. Louisville is the 20th ranked team in the nation. Miami is the 15th ranked team in the nation. Pittsburgh is the 22nd. Virginia the 19th and the 16th. And no one is saying, and everyone's saying, well, the ACC can't get more than 1 team into the. There's 5 teams in the top 25 where the ACC can't get more than 1 team. That makes no sense.
It's the propaganda train for the Big Ten and the SEC. When the Big Ten, outside of Ohio State, Indiana, and I guess Oregon, you can throw the rest of that conference in a bag.
Yeah, this kickback money must be crazy, son. It's crazy.
Because I normally get annoyed with the SEC bias, but I will say this year the SEC is the best conference this year. But
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that.
This year. Now, there's plenty of years when they say they are and they're not.
Yeah.
But this year, I'll give it to them. But the Big Ten is what's annoying to me because I'm like, this conference is trash.
Yeah. I think the SEC teams that are at the top probably are around the best teams in the nation. Like I think Alabama is I don't know how good they really are, but I think they are good, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And then Texas A&M is legitimate. They've got
Texas A&M,
legitimate wins.
Has bought themselves into the conversation.
I'm not sold on Georgia.
Right, I don't know what Georgia is.
I'm not sold on them.
And even though they did beat Mississippi State and they went there and beat them, I still don't know if I believe, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I believe in Georgia yet.
Mississippi State's still at the bottom of the conference. And that's, who is that? It's an ESPN guy that does their Friday night games. I usually like him, but he went on this rant because whatever game they had on last week was a blowout.
Right.
And he's like, the SEC, top to bottom. Look at Texas. They had to go to overtime to beat Kentucky. I'm like, that says more about Texas than it does Kentucky.
Right.
And how about Mississippi State at the bottom of the conference? And I mean, I'll give you that the bottom of their conference is competitive, but
yeah,
let's not act like other conference. It's just like when the SEC beats each other, it's the SEC is so tough, but when other conferences beat each other, the other conferences are weak. And I'm so tired of that stupid narrative.
Yeah, I just wish there were people who just let it play out. Let it play out. It'll play itself out on the football.
But the team that annoys me the most out of all of them is Notre Dame. Notre Dame's beaten absolutely nobody.
Right.
And their two losses, I mean, were to the two good teams they played. They got beat by Texas A&M and they got beat by Miami. Yeah, they're ranked ahead of Miami, even though they have the same record. They're ranked ahead of Louisville, even though Louisville beat Miami and have the same record. Yeah. It's stupid. Notre Dame's going to get in and have no resume to.
Well, it's always about the TV show. It's always about the TV show at the end of the day. BYU, we discovered you stop their quarterback and you can pretty much stop them. Like they're the Georgia Tech of the Big 12.
I was surprised that they didn't drop more than they did. Not because I think they should have. I don't think they should have, but just because of the way it is. It's like every other conference loses a game. Oh, they drop them way down, but the SEC loses a game, isn't it? No, they lost to an SEC school. Get out of here.
Is Missouri still ranked? I didn't even look to see.
They are not.
Because you can't keep losing games at home to everybody.
We called that last week.
And still be ranked. That doesn't make any sense.
Missouri. Well, Illinois was the same way. They finally fell out of the top 25.
Exactly. You can't keep losing at home to everybody and then keep being ranked.
Illinois got beat by 100 by Indiana and was still ranked.
And then, by the way, Iowa had them dead to rights.
Mm-hmm.
They had Oregon dead to rights and fumbled it in the end and let Oregon win this game at the end. But
because I'm not sure on Oregon. I gave Oregon the Big Ten Oregon just because they're a top 10 team, but I don't know if they're better than Miami.
I don't know if they are either. I don't know if they are either. This is going to be an interesting down the stretch they come November. And a lot of teams, I think it's going to, especially in the ACC, it's going to be fascinating to see how these games play out, and maybe even starting this week. And so if you bet it with us this week, you didn't lose any money, but you didn't win a lot of money either. Like and you're thankful that the shutdown's over, is what I'm saying. So that's how this week played out.
I'm winning money on player props when the Chiefs play.
Listen. There's money to be made out there, and if you just play your cards right, you can make some money. But anyway, okay. So again, Friday night's coming. Clemson and Louisville play. I'm gonna be honest with you. I fully expect Louisville to win this game.
I do too. I'm going with Louisville.
Yeah, this is the game that Jeff's gonna have them so hyped they'll be able to they'll run through a wall. They'll run through a wall.
Yeah, Anderson.
I can see. Is Keywan? Is that his name? Keywan Brown. I can see him.
Just call him Bama. His nickname's Bama.
Okay, we'll call him Bama. I can see Bama having 200 yards rushing, easy. Like it's Colin Lacey, 150 yards catching. Like crazy.
The funny thing about Bama, his nickname is Bama because he came to Louisville from Atlanta, but he was born in Alabama. Mama call him Clay. I'm a call him Clay.
I'm so mad now that you broke that down that way because now I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the day processing what you just said. Like he said he started, but then he went.
Well, he was actually born in Alabama and he moved to Atlanta. So when he was in Atlanta, they just called him Bama.
Which one does he claim? Just out of curiosity. Does he say he's a Bama boy or what does he claim?
I mean, we haven't really talked to him that much. We actually did talk to him on Monday, but I don't know. I'm gonna need you to figure that one out for me. Well, you know how things are over there. We don't get much access.
Well,
I'll ask Chris.
There you go,
Coach Barclay.
There you go. Because he would know. He would absolutely know. Friend of the program too, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a big one. This is a massive one. I don't even know what they're ranked. What are they ranked? Like 8th or whatever they're ranked.
Notre Dame is number 9.
Number 9. Okay, I don't know why they didn't. It's not coming across on the screen, but this is a massive game. Maybe I'm surprised. This is the ACC game, right?
It's on ESPN. It's on ESPN. I don't know if it's the game day game or not. I haven't looked because I don't have ESPN right now. So
I want to say this is the.
I know it's the noon game on ESPN.
Game. I don't remember but it's a massive game because this one could decide quite a bit in the ACC. It probably would give Pitt the inside track. So a couple of things are happening.
So this game is on ABC.
It's a big game. It's a massive game because if Pitt wins, it probably puts them in the driver's seat for the ACC title game. If you look at the schedules. And also, if Chandler Morris doesn't play, which he is trending not to play.
Well, this game wouldn't affect the ACC's running because Notre Dame's not in the ACC.
No, not for Notre Dame. It would affect it for Pitt. Pitt needs.
I mean, no, it wouldn't affect Pitt's ACC standing at all.
I thought there was a weird confluence of tiebreakers and stuff like that.
That
your
overall
in that case,
record.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You're right.
So they got to have it for that, but also the ACC as a whole needs it for appearances. Because if they get this win and knock out the mighty Notre Dame, then now
this would be Notre Dame's best win of the season if they win this game.
It'd be their best win of the season, and also it'd be Pitt's best win of the season. So, and it'd be one of the ACC's best wins of the season. And
the second best win.
The second best win, right? So
it's State.
Behind Florida State, right? So. This is an interesting game. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this game. So who are you picking? I guess we need to pick it, actually.
I'm going Pitt. I like the way they're playing right now.
Well, and then also we know. And what I mean by that is, if you've been watching the ACC over the past 5 years, one thing that you learn about playing in Pitt in November and December is that it's a nasty place to play. It's cold. Most of the time it's rainy, and that field is awful.
And the wind in that stadium affects kicking all the time.
It's ridiculous. Right. It's ridiculous. Now, to be fair, Jeremiah Love is balling.
Yeah.
He is balling. So I fully expect him to show up and play well. But also, it would not shock me if a Pitt team who is trending in the right direction. I think they won their last 5 games.
Yes.
It would not shock me if they came out and put the hammer down on Notre Dame.
Not only have they won their last 5 games, they've scored at least 30 points in every one of them.
I think Pitt is going to make this a much more challenging game than Notre Dame woke up on Saturday morning and thought that it would be. And so give me...
I think Notre Dame's they know it's going to be a tough game.
Oh, no.
They're going to be fully...
Marcus will have them ready. He'll have them ready.
But Pitt's end of the season schedule is brutal. Because they play Notre Dame Saturday. They're at Georgia Tech the next week, and they're home from Miami to end the season.
But you know what, though? That's also the kind of schedule that really locks you in. Because
it's also the kind of schedule that gets you in the playoff if you win all 3.
Without question. That's what I'm saying. So I think Pitt will be fully engaged. I think they'll play at a high level. And I'm with you. I think I'm going to call for the upset. We've seen at least one upset in the ACC all season long. I don't think this is going to be any different. This is my upset of the week game. So
ever since they went to Henschel at quarterback, it's been a totally different Pitt.
Totally different team.
I think Louisville got lucky that they didn't.
Makes you wonder why he wasn't start right. Makes you wonder why he wasn't starting to begin with. NC State and Miami. Here's another game where you go. And NC State is 2-3. They're 5-4 overall. They are the other Wake Forest.
They have the model of inconsistency.
Literally,
look at their record. Their record. What they do?
The only thing that makes me think that Miami will win is because Miami knows they can't lose. They cannot lose this game. But also, Miami is wildly susceptible to the run. And this is a team that runs the ball pretty well. So I don't know. I don't know which way to go with this one.
It's also a team that gives up a lot of points.
You can run on NC State you can score on NC State all day.
I think I'm with you. I think Miami wins this game. It's tepid because I don't trust Miami at all.
I would hate to see what the spread is of this one. What is the spread for this game?
Give me a second.
Because I would absolutely stay away from that.
Oh yeah, I stayed away from the Louisville Kentucky game the other night because it shifted so much. So U of L was a 1.5 favorite all week. Then all of a sudden, the night before the game, it jumped up to 5.5.
I saw that, and I was like, "Really?"
I was like, "I'm not touching that."
But I'm not sure I disagree with it either. Oh wow, they're a 15.5 point favorite.
That doesn't mean anything.
They're a 15.5 point favorite. That seems like a lot to me.
That is a lot. Well, the thing is because NC State gives up so many points.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd go 15.5 though. That seems like
Notre Dame beat them 36-7.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
15.5 is a lot. Yeah, I'd do Miami money line. I don't think I'd mess with the spread.
Yeah. Georgia Tech and Boston College.
Georgia Tech gets the get back. It's a get back game for Georgia Tech.
They're gonna win, right? They're in the driver's seat. They know that. Boston College is trending the wrong way. They're gonna win, right? Yeah. Georgia Tech. Give me Georgia Tech. You know why I'm hesitating? Because my gut is saying Boston College is going to get this game because they have not won an ACC game yet. And if ever there was a team they could stop and beat, it would be Haynes King. Boston College figures out how to stop Haynes King. That's bananas. But
is this have they had their bandana game yet, or is this that red bandana thing that Boston College does?
I bet you this is it. I bet you this is the game. I'm going to stick with Georgia Tech.
I'm staying with Georgia Tech.
I got a sneaky suspicion that we're going to be regretting this decision on next Thursday. This is easy. This all comes down to whether or not Chandler Morris plays. If he plays, then I think they win. If he does not, then I don't think they can win. I think Duke is going to win this game. Now, we'll say this publicly so everybody understands. Right now, we're probably both going to say Virginia. However, if we get word that Chandler Morris is not playing, we're publicly saying we're picking Duke.
You know what?
Are you picking Duke outright?
I'm picking Duke either way.
You're picking Duke outright.
4-1 in conference play.
Ooh, and Duke is a 4.5-point favorite. Ooh.
That tells me that Morris isn't playing.
That sounds like he's not playing too. Yeah. That sounds like he's not playing, and they already know he's not playing. Oh, wow. You know what? Oh, wow. I didn't see that until now.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Duke. Oh, wow. Look at this. Duke football is back, baby. I don't know what that even means. But
how can they be back?
I don't know what that means. I'm not sure. I heard that before I said it. But
like that Luda album back for the first time.
Right. Exactly. Can UNC make it 3 in a row? They can, maybe?
They can, because Wake Forest is so weird. I'll go Wake Forest at home.
They're playing better.
They really are playing better. I've been saying North Carolina's been playing better for about 3 weeks now. But Wake Forest, they're so weird.
It's so weird.
I mean, this is a team in conference play. They're 3-3, but they've scored 119 points and have given up 150 points.
Yeah.
In conference play.
Yeah.
Overall, they have more points for than against, but in conference
play, barely.
Yeah, but in conference play, it's like way more. They've given up way more than they've scored.
They are such a weird.
But Carolina's like that too. They've scored 91 and given up 101.
Yeah.
Carolina's like that overall. They've given up more than they've scored overall too.
Yeah. I'm gonna say UNC, but I don't know. There's definitely no shock and awe if Wake Forest.
I can't stand this Wake Forest team. Yeah. Them and NC State, I can't stand you two. Because they do this to us every week. I guarantee you we spend the most time on our picks on those two schools.
That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. I'm not gonna hold you. That's a fair assessment. So
I'll go Wake Forest. They did beat SMU at home, even though SMU gave them the game.
Which is crazy.
I'll go Wake Forest.
All right. I'm not doing it. They'll just have to, you know what? They'll just have to make a fool out of me because I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. The problem is it's Virginia Tech.
I know. That's what's pissing me off right now, if I'm being honest. That's really
this conference does piss me off. Makes me so mad.
It's really angering me right now because I know better. I know that Virginia Tech, I should not be putting faith in Virginia Tech. I know that.
But you've been burnt. We've been burnt so many times by Florida State.
So many times. So many times. And not only so many times in a row.
And
every time we picked them, they've lost the game.
And they've burnt us the other way, too, because they beat Wake Forest to death.
I might ready to do this again. I can't believe I'm about to get on this train again. I cannot believe it.
We're both Pookie and New Jack.
Oh,
it just keeps calling me.
It be calling me. It be calling me. The thing, this is be calling me right here, chopping my head off. Damn it. Give me Florida State. Jesus.
I'm with you.
Only because it's at home. That's the only reason I'm doing it. But that hasn't mattered. That hasn't mattered. They've sucked at home. They've sucked on the road. They've sucked in the train. They've sucked in the rain.
But they beat Wake Forest 42-7 in their last home game.
I know.
God, I hate them. I hate this conference. We spent the whole first half of the show taking up for the conference. Now we're talking about how much
we did, and now we're talking about how much we hate it. if you're a better, you can't listen. I would suggest other conferences far before I pick this one. This is not a safe place to bet.
No.
Spending your money on ACC games is not wise. Is what I'm saying. All right. I believe games this week are Minnesota and Oregon. And one thing about this game that's interesting to me, Minnesota's coach.
I'm a big fan of
he is the other Jeff Brom. Every year, there's one game that he wins that he's not supposed to win. And everybody's like, well, how did he get that? And this feels like the game. That he'll go right up to Oregon and beat them right there their field.
And Oregon does have a home loss.
They got a home loss. I'm just saying. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick that game as my BLEAV game, but I'm just saying this feels like that kind of game. Yeah. This is interesting as well because Navy is 7-1, and they can't afford to lose another game if they want to crack that. One independent Group 5 team is going to get into the playoffs. Why not? It could be one of these two. And Navy beating South Florida at home could be a loud enough alarm to the playoff committee that they say, hey, Navy's actually really, really good. So I'm curious to see how this one plays out. Don't know if I'm pick that one either. Oklahoma, Alabama. I don't trust the offense of Oklahoma.
I don't either.
Their defense is fine, but I just don't trust their offense. Iowa, USC.
How is USC 17?
I don't know. And here's the other thing. I keep hearing Lincoln Riley's name mentioned in talks of other teams, and I'm like, for what? He hadn't done anything at USC. He didn't do anything at Oklahoma. Like, why are we? I mean, the only thing I've seen Lincoln Riley do is develop quarterbacks, and even that's mid. So I don't know what.
Well, he has what, 2 Heisman quarterbacks?
He does technically. I mean, technically, he does.
Yeah, I think. Actually, to be honest with you, it might be better for him to get out of USC for other reasons outside of football. It's the state of California. He can't hire a good staff because it's so expensive out there.
It's so expensive. You got to pay through the nose, and it's not worth it. So that's one. And then this is another sneaky. So this one's interesting to me for this reason and this reason only. Talent-wise, UCLA, you can make a case that this is one of the more talented teams that Ohio State will face talent-wise. And
that says you can also make a case, Ohio State's schedule.
Right, exactly. And also, you can make a case that the better quarterback is Iamaleava. I mean, Ohio State's quarterback has not torn the thing up.
No, but he hadn't had to either.
He hadn't had to. And in this game,
he's not going to have to. No,
I don't know. Well, but
this game, I'll be honest with you. This game is such a layup that I'm not going to touch it. I feel like a layup to you. I feel like I'm cheating if I pick this game.
Okay, all right. So you going Iowa, USC, Oklahoma, Alabama, South Florida, Navy, or Minnesota, Oregon? Which one are you going?
I'm going Alabama over Oklahoma.
You seem very confident about that.
Because what we was talking about, I don't trust Oklahoma's offense.
That's fair. Having said all that I have said about Iowa and USC, give me USC. Because Iowa's not the same Iowa on the road as they are at home. If this was in Ames, I'd probably pick Iowa.
Yeah.
I'd probably pick Iowa, but it's not.
I will give Iowa credit. Their offense has been a lot better this year than it has been in years past.
It has been better. It has for sure been better. So there you go.
The Iowa under is not the guaranteed bet that it used to be.
No, it is not. It is not. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We've given you all that we can stand as it relates to BLEAV in the ACC. And now we're going to give you the other show. If I can pull it up. I don't know if I can pull it up. You know what? We're not going to do music. We're talking press and pros. We're doing a mashup today. Half the show is BLEAV, half the show is press and pros. Now we're going to press and pros. Okay, that's all you need to know. All right? Put a period. I couldn't get to work. You don't have to do that, Kendrick. You don't have to take it behind the curtain all the time.
Oh, you and your sister humble flex button.
I know where you're going with this.
This is my humble flex button.
I know where you're going with this. And you'd be correct, sir. You'd be correct in every possible way. I want to go revisit something real quick. Because I've had time to really think and process Nico and the whole thing. And then the stuff that's coming out about it now, I wish I had time as a journalist who lived in Dallas to really dive into this, because I think I would. Because in the words of my pastor, Dave Chappelle, these ninjas are clearly lying. Something is not right about this at all, and it stinks. It really does stink. So Nico Harrison has been fired.
Something just ain't right.
It ain't right. It ain't right. So to review very quickly, Nico was fired. What has come out of it since his firing is that the owner said, coming out of the finals 2 years ago, he just thought Nico hung the sun and the moon. He put the roster together. He was very pleased. He was very happy. Nico could sell him on just about anything. And so he said Nico came to him and sold him on an idea that they needed to win through defense, and that it didn't make sense to invest long-term money in a guy who was not consistently in shape and didn't play great defense in Luka Doncic. And so the owner said that Nico got him on board for this, which he would have to be.
Yeah.
So depending on how you feel about what is said there, that part somewhat makes sense. Now, the challenging part I'm having is that they replayed some of the tape from the press conferences, and I'm not in Dallas right now, so I heard it, but I didn't hear it until they replayed the other day. And Nico said at the press conference where Luka was gone, I underestimated Luka's impact. Okay, stop right there. This time out. You worked at Nike for 20 years and you underestimated a player's impact?
See, that comment right there is enough to fire him to me.
If it's a real comment. Now, here's my summation. Once again, quoting my pastor, I don't believe these ninjas. Something is not right. That doesn't make any. Nico Harrison, who had moved as about as high up in Nike as you possibly could, there's no way he doesn't understand the impact of a player. That's literally your job at Nike, is to understand and anticipate the impact of players and how it affects the overall whatever. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Now, here's the other side of the coin. For what I've been told, this owner does not have that much interest in basketball at all. He is a Vegas man. He is a casino man. He wants to bring a casino to North Dallas. And they overplayed their hand in buying the team and leveraging themselves and trying to get community favor. And what they underestimated, not the impact of Luka, was the impact of destroying a favorable player and a favorable team how that would impact the vote for a new casino. That's the part that feels very disconnected. And so now Nico feels like the fallout guy from a owner who overplayed his hand.
Yeah, because initially when they traded Luka, one of the first things that came out was they didn't want to pay him.
Right.
They didn't want to pay him the max contract because they didn't want to pay the money because of the casino and trying to get it in there.
Right.
And so they didn't want to commit that much money. So when you mix in the vote part of it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
And it does make it seem like Nico was the fall guy.
And then the other side of this is as well, the trade itself doesn't make sense. You traded a guy that you said was out of shape and often hurt for a guy who is out of shape and often hurt.
But he plays defense, though.
Now, he does play defense. when he's healthy, he does play defense. And here's
but then the weird thing they came out with that AD's not playing until the owner gives the okay. What is that?
I was just about to say, the owner came out yesterday. He said, I want to see it in writing. Somebody needs to give me a medical report that when he comes back, he'll be able to stay on the court. And I was like, son, you are wilding.
Yeah, nobody can guarantee that for any player. I mean,
first of all, he came to camp out of shape. So you think he's getting more in shape while he's sitting on the sideline? It's a foot injury. You think he's not going to be able to...
foot injury that he's had.
That he's had his entire career. You think he's going to get better? You wildin'. You're wildin'. This is to me, this is my opinion. People can think what they want. This is a save face, save fans, try to reestablish your footing in Dallas move that ultimately is not going to work. I don't think we're ever going to find out how good this team potentially could be because I don't think we're going to see this team ever really play a lot of games on the court together.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a Brooklyn situation with KD, Kyrie, and Harden where they played, 17 games together?
I think we're headed exactly in that direction. And it's not Nico's fault. Nico did what I think he was asked to do. But this is what happens when you take the big bucks.
Hey, and I've been out here saying I think that Dallas is going to win that trade in the long run.
Yeah.
But now I don't have that confidence anymore because I don't trust this owner.
Yeah. Well, speaking of untrustworthy owners, Bradley Beal, out for the season. Kawhi, currently hurt. And not sure when Kawhi's coming back, by the way. Not even close.
Nobody ever knows that.
Yeah, nobody ever knows when Kawhi is going to play. I bring up this question to you, sir. Who needs to make a trade right now? And don't you have to put the Clippers at the top of that list?
You do. But, with the Clippers, I don't know what their end game is. Because
that's the problem.
I don't know why initially when they brought Kawhi and Paul George in at the same time in the first place years ago, I'm like, you're bringing in two people who are always hurt. So then you go out, you did the wise thing, letting Paul George go, but then you bring in Bradley Beal, who was a laughing stock on this show all last season.
Yeah.
Who's also injury prone, is a malcontent, and you still have Kawhi over there maybe playing 35 games a season. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, to me, it feels like they need to just tear it all down. They're not a contender. Even if Kawhi comes back, I don't believe in this team. They're not a contender. You let Powell walk away.
Right. And
so what are you doing? Basically, think about that. They let Norman Powell go to bring in Bradley Beal.
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me.
That's some fantasy NBA stuff where you're just going on names and not actual what's happening on the floor.
Crazy to me.
And so I think they just need to tear it all down because they don't have any picks. They hardly have any picks now.
They got no picks.
Trade.
They're pickless.
You go ahead.
You know who I feel really bad for? You know who I really feel bad for? I don't know. And by the way, we'll get to that in a second. But you know who I feel really bad for, especially after watching starting five? I feel so bad for James Harden. Because he is trapped in the seventh circle of hell right now. Like, it is so bad.
And you know what? That's the move. That's the piece they need to move, because that's what they're going to get the most for. Because you're not going to get
James Harden right now. Free
James Harden.
You're
not going to get anything for Kawhi. No. I mean, he's a new father again.
Yep.
And so, what do you think? And it literally just dawned on me as I was looking at the standings.
Yeah.
Even though I'd hate it for the other player. What do you think about Memphis trading for James Harden and trading Ja to the Clippers? You start your rebuild with the Clippers.
Yeah.
Ja's in LA, which I'm sure he'd love to be in LA. I don't know if about LA being good for him, but I digress. But you get a fresh start. You put Harden together with Jaren Jackson, and you go from there. I think that's a trade that could happen.
It sucks for James because Memphis is such an awful city.
Salary cap. I don't know how the salary will work out, but
it sucks.
Memphis
for James
is not awful. Do not say Memphis is an awful city.
It's an awful, awful, awful city.
Everybody who's gone to Memphis has had a good time. Everybody has a Memphis story who's ever been to Memphis.
Oh, now that's true. That part is true. You are going to have a Memphis story for sure. You just may not like what you come out with. But let me also say this.
I love Memphis.
For where James is in his life right now, Memphis might be perfect. Because he started to become that settled down family guy.
Exactly.
And maybe he needs, and from what I've been told, there are no good strip clubs in Memphis. I don't know. But I don't think he's in that life anymore, though. I think he's now the stay-at-home guy. So,
plus you still travel for 41 games a season.
There's plenty of strip clubs out there.
Need that fix.
If you need that fix, you can. So I like the trade from a basketball perspective for James for sure, because at least it puts him on a contender, and he'll be playing for something and just not wasting away on this roster. Because right now, it's just wasting the season. He's just wasting the season.
It's a waste of his time.
And how mad is Brook Lopez right now? Like, I left Milwaukee for this. Like, the only thing that's good for Brook is the sunshine. Like, at least he gets to wake up to 80 and 90 degree weather every day. Yeah. That's nice. But other than that, Jesus, like, this is it's 11 games in and it's already a disaster.
Yeah.
A disaster.
Is Chris Paul even playing?
I forgot he was on the team.
I did too. I just not look.
Like, Jesus. Yeah, I think he is playing. I haven't heard that he's unhealthy, but I know why Chris did it, because his family's in LA. So, and the Lakers absolutely were not bringing Chris Paul in. So, I understand why Chris is there.
Zubac too.
Yeah, because he's wasted his career there too. And he's a talented player who could help somebody. I think what I would do if I was the Clippers, I'd see what I could get for James. I'd see what I could get for Zubac. I might even see what I could get for Brook Lopez. I'd free those guys and let them go try to do something.
I'm sitting here. This is an old roster.
It was old when it started.
Yeah, because Chris Paul's 40.
Yep.
Brook Lopez is 37. Kawhi's 34. James Harden's 36.
And Kawhi's an old 34. He age-wise, he's 34, but body-wise, he's like 54.
Batum's 36. They are paying Bradley Beal $53 million.
And they can't get rid of him.
Nope.
There's nothing they can do about it. Nothing.
That's
nothing.
Wild. That is so wild.
He has a no trade clause. The only trade that he might be willing to entertain is going back to Washington. Maybe.
Even then.
And even then, That's a long shot because his wife.
But he's out for the season, so
right. And his wife has gotten a taste of the LA life, so she's probably like, "I'm not leaving this. The only thing we're doing after this is retiring." So that sucks, man. That really, really sucks for him. Keep your eye on this. Jalen Brunson left MSG last night on crutches. They have not said yet how bad, whatever this injury is, but he did leave on crutches last night. Crutches is not good.
It could be precautionary, maybe.
I would say probably, but also, usually crutches means you're going to be out for some time. How long, we'll see, but crutches. I was like, oh. Because I actually checked out of that game last night. I didn't think that game was very fun to watch, and I kind of checked out of that game last night. So I didn't know that had happened until late last night. I was like, oh, really? Interesting. Okay.
I see, as an offshoot to what we were talking about earlier with ESPN, I may go ahead and get League Pass again just so I can have some games to watch at night.
Well, I on your recommendation, I did do that. And so I've been kind of seeing the game. I've actually enjoyed League Pass. It's actually very nice. I like it. But so I don't know. I think some trades are about to come, like sooner than people probably thought, because there's some weird stuff going on, like the Jalen Brunson thing. That's weird to me, and we'll see. I keep telling you, this is becoming a thing, because they're fourth in the conference right now, and if we're being honest, they're really tied for second in the conference. Because they're 2.5 games back of Detroit, who is killing it right now.
Is it fair for me to laugh at the Bulls?
Is it fair? Probably. Probably. Because for so many years they've arrogantly paraded their championships in front of everybody's face, even though we know it's because of one guy. Like, what are we talking about here?
But they were also that 6-1 start this season, and they just riding high, and they immediately went back to being the Bulls.
Back to life, back to reality.
They lost to the Pistons last night, who didn't have their top 3 players playing.
Yeah.
And were never in the game.
Pistons are playing very, 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 very well.
Yeah.
They are playing.
They were our
very,
sleeper
very,
team
very
at the beginning of the season. We both
picked them. Also, a crash back to reality is probably the Milwaukee Bucks are slowly but surely finding their way back to, Giannis is saying, it's the same. It's not different. It's the same. It's the same. It's actually not even as the same. It's worse, actually. Like, I'm having to do all of the work. Mm-hmm. He's putting up all-star numbers on a team that is slightly over 500.
Yeah, 2 games over 500.
Yeah, and it's not going to get any better. There's no help coming.
Poor
they
Pacers.
Are this.
I knew the Pacers were going to be a struggle, but oof.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
God, the Wizards.
It's bad. Well, the Wizards are the Wizards. That's.
I'm convinced that if the Wizards were in any city besides DC, they'd move them. They're just not going to move them out of DC.
Which is weird because there's no reason for them to stay. Like, for what? What? Are people
even
going to the games?
They have to have a team in the nation's capital, though.
Why?
Every other league does. I mean, you just have to. But oof,
they're awful.
They've got to be the worst organization, maybe in all of sports, between them and the Browns.
I don't know. New Orleans is like hold my beer. Like they're right there. Pelicans are right there.
Yeah.
I fully expect there to be trade movement coming up in December, in November.
December. Yeah. Once, I think is this December 5th or 6th when the moves that were made over the summer become available for trade.
Yeah.
It's early December.
I think there's some teams that are going to be like, we got to do something. Like we're too close not to do anything.
We'd be remiss if we did not shout out Nikola Jokic's performance last night, 55 points and 12 rebounds.
And 52 of those points he got in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah. And Steph Curry's 46 points.
Steph.
Yeah. Wemby had a triple-double in that game.
Yeah. They're starting to kind of because De'Aaron came back, and I think their recent, I don't call them losses, but their challenges. I'll say their challenges in their losses, I think are directly tied to the assimilation of De'Aaron finding his, because this is the first time they've really been on the floor together, right? Like consistently.
They
played a little bit last year, but yeah, they played a little bit last year before he got sick or whatever. But now they're really got to figure it out again. Like they got to get in there and say, okay,
yeah, I give that
where
a
are your
month.
spots? Where are your moments? Yeah, I think they're gonna be okay.
Month.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be okay. But listen, they got out to a strong enough start to where they should be fine. They should be fine.
Yeah, they're 8-3. They're 8-3. Last night was their first home loss.
Yeah,
but Jokic was. It was just stupid last night. Of course, it's the Clippers who we've just been laughing at. But
I was gonna say the only reason I'm not like overly just like enthralled in it is that it was the Clippers and they are awful.
But the efficiency of what he did,
it's the efficiency.
That's what stands out.
Yeah.
And not to make fun of your Lakers because you're dealing with a lot with the Giants, but
no, they were awful last night.
The way the Thunder just took them, I mean, from the opening tip, that game was over. That was one of those Mike Tyson 8-second knockout fights.
Their levels. Well, that brings me to one of the questions that I had, and that is OKC that good, or are they that far ahead of everyone else? Because the one thing that everybody else does not have, and I mean everybody, they don't have OKC's continuity. And OKC has not missed a beat.
And Jalen Williams isn't even playing.
And Jalen Williams is not even playing. So I mean,
just looking at their stats from last night. I mean, of course, Shea had his 30, but everybody else is consistent. Isaiah Joe had 21 off the bench. Everyone else is right in that 10 to 14 point range. It's crazy.
You know what the Lakers
they are.
You know what the Lakers discovered last night? That they are still a work in progress, that they have not quite figured out what to do with Austin Reeves and Luka in the scoring aspect. Because see, here's the problem with Austin Reeves and Luka. To be effective, they both need the ball, and also they basically mirror each other as in styles. Like they're both slow white guys who have to dribble the air out to get the play that they want. Now they can do it, and it's an interesting yin and yang, but there's no yin factor. So it makes it kind of slows the offense down and makes it very challenging. And then if they don't score, then it's because Austin is a liability on defense for sure. And Luka's a lot of defense on for sure. So if you're missing shots and they're taking off, run down to the other end, then that's gonna be the result. Last night is for sure gonna be the result.
Then you mix in DeAndre Ayton was abysmal.
He looked overwhelmed last night.
And that's why when they made that move, I'm like, the Lakers are not doing anything this year.
Well, I'm not going to say that yet.
Charles Barkley basically said that last night, too.
Well, but Charles Barkley hates the Lakers, so he's going to say that.
No, but he said, he's like, the only move they made was adding DeAndre Ayton, and they were barely a playoff team last year. And he's not going to put them over the top. I said it when they got him.
Which one of the reasons why I think the rumor about, well, now I don't know how valid the rumor is now, because now that Nico is gone, it probably won't happen. But the Lakers were driving hard to see if they could pry Daniel Gafford away from the Mavs, which prior to Nico leaving, that probably was a possibility. But now,
even that's not the difference maker either.
Well, it could. But another big is a difference maker because they got to figure out a way to make listen. As great as Shea is, and as great as Jalen is, the strength of OKC is that their front line is almost impenetrable. Like, you can't drive on them. So you're either going to be on shooting threes or you're going to lose, which is what happened last night. We couldn't make the shots. That game was over in the first quarter. Like, it ended really quickly.
And you hit the nail on the head. Low key, the key to the Thunder, as great as Shea is, and he's great, Hartenstein and Holmgren on that front line.
They're impenetrable. And they're not even, and I'm not even saying they're great defenders because they're okay defenders, but together they make up one great defender. Yes. And Holmgren can block. He can block everything. He can block everything. So that makes it interesting. It makes it very, very interesting. So I don't know. I don't think the Lakers are anywhere close to being done with their roster. And I'm still going to say this, and I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if LeBron's going to finish in the Laker uniform.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
The more I watch this team play, the more convinced I am that it is. Because, see, there's two franchises for sure that need to do something if they want to save face. And ironically, it's the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks have to do something. I can see LeBron going to Dallas. I can see it very clearly. Because that's
never thought about it because I was sitting here trying to think of a trade where he would accept. And I think
that's the one.
Dallas
to play
is
with, to play with Kyrie and play with AD, 100%. Because that gives them the contender, not contender, but the competitor that they so desperately need. Right?
But if you're Dallas, what are you giving up for it? And why would you?
I think the why is that you got to try to figure out how to win this fan base back.
Yeah.
And you don't have a path to that right now. Because there's no other player that you could plug in right now in Dallas and it would swing the context of them being competitive.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? So for them, it works. But it's a 3-team trade. For the Lakers, it's a 3-team trade. There's nothing on Dallas's roster that you want. Not even Gafford.
Well, if you do the combination of Gafford, Washington, and D'Angelo for a third time,
they're not doing that. No. The trade target for the Lakers is in Milwaukee. They have to make a 3-team trade, get LeBron off for the money, and then pry Giannis out of Milwaukee's cold, dead hands. That's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about them swinging for the fences. And December is a good time to do that because it gives you plenty of time before the playoffs start for you to get. And you got to strike while the Austin Reeves fire is hot. There's no way you're paying Austin Reeves $240 million. It's not going to happen.
So in this trade scenario, what are we thinking? LeBron to Dallas.
Yep.
Reeves.
LeBron and Bronny, because that's the package deal.
No, wow. I feel sorry for Bronny. Every time he has a 0-point game, everybody's got to talk about it. I'm like, leave that dude alone. Yep. So LeBron to Dallas.
Yep.
I'm saying Reeves, PJ, and Gafford to Milwaukee. And then Giannis to the
and
Lakers.
maybe one more player from the Lakers. Yeah, definitely picks. They get all the picks. All the picks are going to Milwaukee. We're just talking players to Lakers and Dallas.
So yeah, just the players that are actually alive.
Yeah. right.
So Bron to Dallas, PJ and Gafford, and maybe somebody else.
All things Antetokounmpo to the Lakers.
Yeah.
All things Antetokounmpo. All three brothers are going to the Los Angeles Lakers. So that to me is the only trade that makes any sense whatsoever. Anything else you do if you're a Laker is, like you said, it's a marginal move at best. And because here's the thing that the Lakers can't do. You can't make your situation worse. And losing LeBron at this point makes it worse, especially if you're not getting anything substantive for him. So you either trade him and get better, or do nothing and just take your chances with what you have, because it comes off the books next year anyway.
I'm sitting here thinking about that trade.
Yeah.
That potential trade. And I'm like, that really does make sense. I still don't see Dallas win anything, but I don't
know. No, they wouldn't win. But at least it makes sense for them to. They could possibly sneak into the backside, because here's the thing: the backside of the Western Conference is not great. So
don't get me wrong. If they made that trade, they're a definitely playoff team.
I don't know if they playoff, but I think they're for sure play in. Like they could beat Phoenix, they could beat Portland, they could beat. If we're looking at the current play-in teams, there's not one of those four that they couldn't beat. And I don't think Golden State ultimately is going to end in the play-in. I think Golden State is probably going to take that 6th spot. I think it's more likely that Minnesota's going to be in the play-in.
Minnesota's going to drop out, I think, because I think.
Yeah, so they can beat off with LeBron. They can beat all 4 of those teams.
But what I'm saying though, because like where the Mavericks are, they can, they could. And I don't think Portland's going to stay up there either. They could easily get up to at least 8th,
without question.
And I think they'd be a definite playoff team. I agree.
You think they could get to 6?
I think they could get to 6.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, if they can keep AD on the court and he loses the weight, then yes, that is true. Because and here's the other thing about that trade. They already have 3 players that have chemistry. So now the learning curve shrinks for everybody, and now you can finally unlock Cooper Flag at that 10 to 15 points.
Is he in that trade though? To Milwaukee. He might have to be in that trade. He'd have to be in that trade.
It depends on how much they value Austin Reeves. If they see Austin Reeves as a complementary part, as opposed to, because listen, with all due respect to Austin Reeves, I love him. I'm enjoying watching him grow. But if he thinks he's going to get $240 million from somebody, he is incredibly delusional. That's not going to happen. He's a $40 million. He's a $35 million.
It's a new fool every day.
Yeah. No, that's true.
There's plenty of bad organizations out there. I mean, like the Clippers traded for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, no, that's very true. That's very, very true. I Cooper Flag. Oh man.
I think he has to be in that deal and go into Milwaukee.
I think if the Mavs do that,
he's the biggest name in there, and you got to do something for Giannis.
I think if the Mavs do that, they will burn the American Airlines Center down.
Not if they get LeBron. No, they wouldn't.
They would burn it down.
I don't think so. I think LeBron.
For a 40-year-old LeBron?
It's still LeBron. They still
and he's only going to play maybe 1 year? Maybe 2? I think they would burn that place down to the ground. Listen, fans can only take so much. You lost Luka. You lost Michael Parsons. Now you're going to lose Cooper Flag?
I think if you're Milwaukee, you don't make that trade without Cooper Flag because you're losing a star. And Austin Reeves doesn't fill that void.
No. but you could take all of those number ones that you'll have and maybe go get Dibanasti next year. Trade for that number one. Because I'd do that deal. Whoever I am at the number one spot. If you tell me I'm gonna get 3 number ones for that number one spot, I'd do that deal.
But those first round picks aren't going to be high picks. Those are going to be low picks with the Lakers and the Mavericks.
But I'm trying to rebuild. If I'm picking that number one anyway, I'm trying to rebuild, probably. So I'd rather have a bunch of number ones than just one number one. I'm not rebuilding.
I don't see the Bucks doing that without getting Cooper Flag.
I can see them doing it without getting Cooper Flag. I can easily see that. I think Cooper Flag, because to be honest with you, Cooper Flag ain't the rookie of the year right now. He's edge cold.
Yeah. but still.
So Ku Flag got a long way to go.
And then if they do keep him, where does he fit in on that team?
On
if he did stay with the Mavs,
probably you move him to small, and which is probably a better fit for his game right now at his age.
He's definitely a point.
He's
Are they
not
still doing
a
that
point at all.
experiment? Are they still doing that experiment? I haven't seen.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know what the Mavs are doing right now. I nothing that they're doing right now makes sense. And this is wild because Jason Kidd is a relatively smart coach and smart player, always has been. But I just don't think – I think there's just so much chaos right now in that organization that I'm not sure even they know what they're doing.
I don't get the thought process of moving him to a 1.
I saw a viral clip of D'Angelo Russell talking about how much he's looking forward to playing with Clay and how much, Clay is going to unlock his game and this, that, and the other. And I said, man, you really are as delusional as I thought you were. Like, fam, you are 25 minutes in the game at best. Like, and I like D'Angelo. I really like D'Angelo as a person. I think he's a good kid.
He should be their starting point guard
I think he should be their starting point guard, but you're not unlocking anything. Like, that's not who you are. Like, what are we talking about? So, I don't know. I don't know. That Dallas is right now a train wreck. Like, it is really not going well for that organization. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But it's pretty bad. So, all right. So let's jump into. Oh, are you happy with Ja right now?
Yeah, it does feel like they're going to try to work it out and not move him. So
he played well the other night.
Yeah, it's just a weird situation. I do think though. Weird. I think they're leaning more towards working it out than trading him though.
Well, it gets real easy. It gets real easy to make the decision when you make calls around the league. Everybody's like, "No, we don't want that," which is probably what happened.
Are they low? Somebody would take him, but I'm sure they're lowballing.
They're lowballing him. Yeah, his value is not there. So I don't know. I think I agree with you that it'll work itself out. So it may be much to do about nothing at this point. I want to get into some other stuff, and I want to speak specifically to your Cowboys, and I want to put down a law for not only just this show, but just shows in general. On our family of shows and just anywhere. I think we got to lay off the Cowboys for the rest of the season. This is a lot. I've been thinking about them all week and kind of sending up some prayers and thoughts for them because here's the reality. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this moment. Like, how do you focus this week?
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, to lose a teammate in any way is hard, but then to lose a teammate in that fashion, who obviously, had some
who you were
stuff
just
going
playing
on.
with. You were just playing with it. Like, that's
I mean, without sounding crass, I guess the best thing it did happen during the bye week.
Yeah. No.
So they had time to digest it.
Kendrick, I said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. If there is a silver lining or a blessing that came out of this, is that it happened to giving them enough time to process it.
Yeah.
So that is, and those of us who have gone through death, like I have, time is what you need. You need time to know. I'll tell a really unique story that when my mom passed, I was so over crying. I was so over it. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick of crying. That the week after she passed. I buried her on a Saturday. And then I had to fly back home that Sunday. That Monday, I tried to go to work. I tried my best to go to work because I was just so sick of crying. And I walked in, and never forget this. I walked in, and the first person that saw me was my one of my coworkers, and he came up and gave me a hug and said, "Man, I'm so sorry for your loss." Well, I broke down right there in the middle of the lobby, and I was like, "I'm going home." My boss was like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Because I'm tired of being at home. I'm sick of this crying and carrying on." And so I just, so I can't imagine playing a football game where the guy was just there. The last time you stepped on the field, he made a play for a touchdown in the game that you were playing in. And so organizationally, I think, and I pray
he
that we
seemed like
all
a fun-loving guy too. He seemed like,
Yeah. I
just never know what's going on in people's lives. That's why
you don't,
and that's why people need to be more cautious of what they say to people. I mean, you don't know what's going on with the next person.
You don't know, and let me say this also. Let me just put this on this show for record. If you are going through anything, I mean anything, you just need somebody to talk to, please. It's a simple call, 988-SUICIDE. It's a crisis lifeline. You can call. Somebody will talk to you that's trained to talk through these moments. And they'll try to talk you through these moments. But please don't think that you're out here by yourself. And like the old saints used to say, trouble don't last always. So you can get through it. It's as bad as it might seem, you can get through it. Things end. And I'm not talking about you end, but I'm saying
nothing lasts forever.
Yeah,
nothing lasts forever, good or bad. It doesn't.
Yeah, nothing lasts forever. So you can get through it. So has been my message since it's happened, and I'm rooting for the Cowboys for the rest of the season. I just don't. Nobody needs this. Nobody needs this, and so I will not tolerate any Cowboy slander on any show I'm on going forward. Like, I don't want to hear it. Stop it. They've gone through enough. Leave them alone. So at this point, it's bullying. Now, Eagle slander, I'm here for it.
Oh, all day, every day.
I'm here for it.
All day, every day.
I don't even understand this. If I'm being honest, I don't even understand this.
I don't know.
I don't understand A.J. Brown at all. I don't get it. Now, I do get that he's frustrated that he's not getting the ball because he's not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that part. But also, fam, y'all are winning.
I know. It's a bad look when you're winning.
And you just came off a Super Bowl. Like, your Super Bowl ring is still in the box.
Right.
Like, what are you
talking about? Ain't even collected dust yet.
Ain't even had time to collect dust. But if ever there was a guy that wanted out, it is A.J. Brown. And I just like to say to A.J., I don't understand what you're going through. But if you're tired of the quarterback being all up in the videos, dancing.
But it ain't the quarterback, it's the coach.
Or the coach in the videos, dancing. We're going to have a new coach here soon. Come on down the road. We welcome you with open arms. But that is a weird situation, bro. I don't get that at all. I don't get that at all. He is. And the comments he made the other day.
Yeah, when we tell finishing owners to let him go.
Let me go. I'm in the middle of an ish show. Like, what? Fam, you gotta calm down.
I can't believe they didn't trade him at the deadline.
I'm stunned that they didn't trade him.
I cannot believe that didn't happen.
That makes all the sense in the world to trade a guy who is that I think they're underestimating how truly disgruntled he is. He is not happy.
There's no way they can underestimate it at this point. I wouldn't think.
Well, they didn't trade him, so I think they think.
Knowing the Eagles, they probably want too much for him.
I think they keep thinking that winning is going to fix it, and it is not.
But the thing is, though, as much as I love the Eagles' demise and everything bad that happens to them, I give them credit. They are a very well-run organization. So it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm surprised they didn't trade him. But with the decisions and moves they've made over the years, I trust trust their decision making and that they're making the right decision for them, because they are such a well-run organization. As much as I hate to say it, I think they know what they're doing, and that's why they kept.
Yeah. Now this all season, I think they probably will.
Off season, they'll let it go. But
yeah, but boy, it's weird. It's a weird situation over there. My coach is gone, bro.
We called that during the game.
If you see the group chat, you would know this is not anything shocking. It wasn't shocking.
We literally said that when the Bears started coming back, that they're going to fire.
He's going to get fired. He's going to get fired. This is going to happen. The only shocking thing about it was that they gave him a ride back.
I think they had to. You gotta get him right back. I mean, he may have been fired already before he got on the plane, but he had to get. You gotta take the man home.
There's so many ways to get home. Like so many. You don't have to. I do fired though.
They had to bring him home.
You can't lose 4 games in the fourth quarter that you were winning late, especially when one of those games. But I don't even know which one is more egregious, the Denver or the Dallas. The Dallas game, you only had to hold for 25 seconds. 25 seconds. You don't have a 25-second defense?
When the defense is supposed to be the strong suit of the team.
And it's you. It's you. Let me be very clear. When you're losing games like that, it's you. It ain't the team. It ain't the defense. People say, the defense is... No, it's the coaching. Something is not being translated on that headset. And by the way, by the last 4 games, I thought he coached extremely selfishly. It was not about the team. It was about him. When you go into the tent to see if you're a guy, come on, man. When you got Russell Wilson out there and you don't even want to try to throw the ball because you don't believe in this guy, stop, man. It's you. You the problem. You got Jameis right there. Jameis can't play worse.
No. And Jameis is gonna be fun. Sunday's gonna be must-be TV, no matter who they're playing, because it's Jameis.
I'm just saying. It was I genuinely like Dayball, but also he's not ready to be a head coach. He's just not, and it's okay. Some guys aren't ready.
You know what? I think in a different situation he could be successful.
I don't,
because I don't think the situation was ever good in New York. It's been a rebuild ever since he's been there.
I agree, and let me say this. This is probably why also I think, if in my humble opinion, they should probably fire Joe Shane too. As great as the guys that they have are now, Joe Shane probably should be fired as well, because I would honestly like to see
bring back Gettleman,
the head coach and the GM married together at all times.
Bring back Gettleman.
Yeah, we're not doing that. You almost made me say something. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Now, let me say this also. I don't know all the stuff that's being suggested on ESPN. Let's calm down. Like, would I love to have Mike Tomlin? Of course, who wouldn't? But no, he's not leaving. They've had 4 coaches in the history of the franchise. He's not leaving.
I don't know, if they don't make the playoffs, I can see them making a move.
I mean, I'd love to have Mike Tomlin, and I think if he became available, we'd back and Bricks up to get him. So yes, that'd be awesome. But like, I heard Marcus Freeman's name, and that's starting to pick up a little momentum. If I'm
Marcus Freeman's name he's like the new Billy Donovan. Every time there's a job opening, his name comes up.
But I don't know why he would do that. Like, why would you leave Notre Dame to come to the Giants? And I love my Giants, but damn, you got it pretty good. Like, you got it pretty good.
I mean, he's turning everything down so far.
So far, he's turned everything down. Now, let me say this. I think of the jobs that are going to come open, that's probably the most attractive job. So I get it. If you're gonna come into the league, those are good circumstances to come into. So I get that part. But I just don't know. Would you leave Notre Dame to go to the Giants?
Money talks. And you've got a good young nucleus with Dark, Scatterboo, Neighbors.
Okay, let's reverse it. If you're the Giants, do you back the truck up for Marcus Freeman?
No.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
Because how often do we see a college coach be successful in the NFL?
Have we seen it other than Jimmy Johnson? Have we seen it? Has it happened?
I'm trying to think outside of Jimmy Johnson.
Pete Carroll. Those are the only two.
Yeah.
And the Pete Carroll thing was a
Harbaugh. I mean, he took San Francisco to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I guess technically that's true. Yeah, that's technically true.
But the thing is, it's few and far between.
It's very few, very far between, and all circumstances have to be good. And really, to be honest with you, it's more about the GM marriage with the coach than it is about the coach. The only time it worked just with the coach was Jimmy Johnson. But with Pete Carroll, I don't know if that was Pete Carroll as much as it was the GM hit on every defensive player he went and got. Every single one. That defense was legendary.
Yeah.
So
and they hit on Marshawn Lynch too.
Right. So
they hit on Russell Wilson on accident.
Right. That wasn't even planned. That just worked out. That just worked out. So I don't know.
What was that quarterback's name they gave all that money from Green Bay?
Oh, who was that? You're right. Who was that? It was.
I can see his face.
Because he was the projected starter.
Yeah, and Russell beat him out in camp.
And somehow Russell beat him out in camp. I don't even remember his name now.
And they paid him a lot of money, too.
They paid him a ton of money to sit right there on the bench and just enjoy his life, which he did. He enjoyed it to 2 Super Bowls. So, yeah, I don't remember who it was. If you come up with it, that'd be great. But, yeah. And while you're looking it up, and by the way, I am so looking forward to Jameis Winston this weekend. Going to be a good time.
Matt Flynn,
yes, Matt Flynn.
I knew it was Flynn, but
which, by the way, I don't know what made them think that Matt Flynn was their answer. That's crazy.
Because I think he had a couple good games filling in for Rodgers, and that's what it was.
Have we heard from Matt Flynn? Because Matt went to Atlanta at one point after that, right?
I don't think he really started much after that.
He was awful. Matt was not great.
He had a couple good games. I can't remember if it was Favre or Rodgers at that point. But one of them was hurt, and he came in and played pretty well. And
Matt made some good money though.
Some money. Yeah, he had big money.
Matt made some good money.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if Matt had Kirk Cousins' agent because he made some really good money. Okay. The Grammys nominations are out. Our guy did very well.
Yes.
People forget that GNX did not qualify for last year's Grammys because it came out afterwards, after the nominations. So this would be the Grammys that he would qualify. So he had 9 nominations. 9. Including Luther for Record of the Year, GNX for Album of the Year, Luther for Song of the Year. If you really listen to Luther really is an amazing song.
Yeah.
Like, it's a really, really solid song. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yes, the Clips also got nominated for Album of the Year with Let God Sort Them Out, which is dope. Because, I mean, that's pretty impressive for them to make it to that. So, your boy might be having another victory lap. By the way, let me just say this. I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast, and I think his name is Marcus Lamont, the guys, one of the guys is on there, and he was talking about how the Dodgers played Squabble Up at the end.
No, Squabble Up, at the commercial.
At the end of the commercial, and he was like, "That's not a shade toward Drake, fam. That's absolutely a shade. Of all the songs they could have played, they played the song where the guy who was at the game." That Kendrick Lamar had beefed it for the last 2 years. You think that's a coincidence? Stop it. You're smarter than that.
You're smarter than that. People just get on stuff and say anything.
Yeah, that was absolutely. Like, come on, that was absolutely shade, deliberate shade. They deliberately.
Yeah. I doubt they'd have played that if it was the Phillies. Well, they may have, but I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, I don't think they would have. They probably would just played "I Love L.A." like they normally do. But no, that was deliberately a shot at Drake. No question about it. It is right now. It is P on Drake season.
Especially like everybody that can. The game. Drake was at the game, of course, making it a spectacle and making it about himself.
By the way, once Drake showed up at the game, that's when I knew Toronto had no shot.
Instantly lost.
No shot. No shot. No shot to win that game. I saw the Eddie Murphy documentary. I watched it.
Oh, it's out. I thought it didn't come out.
No, it's out. No, it's out. It's out. Very good. Very good.
Figured it would be.
Very good. I'm a massive Eddie Murphy fan. Always have been. I am even more of an Eddie Murphy fan after watching the documentary because I think he is exactly what I hoped he would be, and he's maybe even better than that. It's a good documentary. It's a fun time. And I'm an Eddie Murphy guy.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should be.
Yeah. It should be. I don't know why you're not. To me, his bad movies are funny.
He's got some bad movies, though.
And he's got some bad ones.
He's got some bad.
He addresses that in the doc. Mm-hmm. He does address that in the doc. But listen, his bad movies are great. Mm-hmm. Some of them are great. They are great. Like everybody tries to say Norbit is a bad movie because of the box office. Norbit is a good time. Now, Dave. Oh, okay. I'll start out on Dave. Pluto Nash. Hey, I got it. We get it. But, Eddie's a good time. And Eddie can still make a hit when he wants to. He hadn't forgot how to make a hit.
I hope he does. I hope he goes ahead and does his stand-up again.
He talks about that as well.
I know. I know that because they had it because I don't have ESPN right now. I was watching the Today Show the other day, and he was on there with Al Roker. Yeah, and he was saying he still left the door open to do it. He was gonna do it, and then COVID hit, and he's kind of leaving the door open.
I would say if I had to categorize it without giving anything in the doc away, I would say it's a crack, not a swing. Mm. And it's not because of what you think. Like it's just I think the way that his life is now, I could see him never doing it again. Mm-hmm. But I could also see him saying, "Hey, you know what? Let's try it."
It's a lot of money to be made.
A ton of money to be. He's leaving money on the table for sure. But also, when you see his house, you're like, he's fine. He's fine. He's not. There's a scene that I'm not even going to tell you about, but there's a scene where you go, "Wow, that is a flex." I should humble flex him right now. It's like for real. That's what you're doing out here. Okay, all right. Do you watch like reality competition shows?
Not really. I watch cooking shows.
I love cooking shows. We watch cooking shows in this house all the time. But my girls have got me watching some reality competition shows. And we like ones that are actual competitions, not contrived, whatever. This is one. I'm a Squid Games guy because I watched the series.
I still haven't finished the second half of the second season.
So like I know, Squid Games, for people who've never seen it, it's a wild ride.
It's wild.
It is a wild ride. From start to finish. And I'm going to tell you, I finished it all 3 seasons. It is a wild, wild ride. Having said that, the competition show is also a wild ride. It's very, very good, but it's like very unnerving. Because you're just like, as unnerved as you are in the show, it's equally as unnerving in the game. Because you go, ooh, oh, wow, that happened? Oh, man. Like, you're doing a lot of that. And so, it's. I didn't think it would be this good, but it's really, really. If you can stand and stomach this type of thing, it's a good time.
I mean, they're not dying, are they?
If you can stand and stomach this type of thing.
They're not dying. They're not putting no show on TV where people are actually dying.
If you can stand this type of thing, I'm telling you, it's very unnerving. I refuse
to believe that people actually die on the show.
I'll say this.
I doubt there's a machine gun coming out of a baby doll's
listen
mouth.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. 60% of what's happening in the TV show is happening in the game. They're taking games from the TV show and they're playing those games in the games.
I believe that. I just don't believe nobody's dying.
You got to see it. I'll put it like this. The feeling of what I watched in the game or the show is the same feeling I get when I watch the game. It's no different. It's very unnerving. It's like,
I believe it's unnerving.
Y'all really doing this? Like y'all really assimilate? Like obviously it's not murder, but also psychologically,
is murder.
But right. But psychologically though, it's unnerving. It is really like, why would you sign up for this? Like I don't understand. But then you see the amount of money they're playing for. You're like, oh, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But it's very like it. I would imagine that therapy is required once you finish this game. It's required because the things you got to do to win it. Oh man,
I have to check it out.
Check it out. It's a good time. In between whatever you're doing this weekend, throw it in, throw it on, just watch it. I think you'll appreciate it. All right. Did I miss anything?
No. Well, one thing, but that's in my shout out anyway. So.
Oh, so your shout. Well, hey, let us not delay. Let's get to the shout out, sir.
Shout out to my boy Jair Alexander, who went to the Eagles and retired.
So, he's retired?
He's on the retired list. Yes. I was looking at.
I thought he was just taking a break.
He is on the Eagles retired list.
Wow.
Now, I've never heard of a retired list before.
I've never heard that either. That's wild.
But I don't know. Jair's still out there. You never know with Jair.
But can I say something? The player is always the last to know.
I don't think this was him because he's just hurt all the time. I do think what it is the injuries have piled up on him to the point that he's just like, I'm done. That's
my point. I think when he was with the games that he did get into with the Ravens, he looked awful. And that's no shade to Jair because I'm a Jair guy. I love Jair. I think Jair has been a phenomenal NFL player and even more phenomenal representation of the University of Louisville. But also, he did not look good in those last couple of games.
So in his statement, the Buffalo game stands out. He hasn't officially retired, but will try to focus on getting himself right physically and mentally before deciding on his future.
I think I would not be surprised if Jair said, I think it's time.
I think I could see Jair taking a year off, getting healthy, and then making another go at it.
And I think I'm okay with that. That makes sense to me. And I don't, you know what? And ironically, I think the Ravens would be interested in bringing him back if he could get healthy. I think a lot of teams would if he could get healthy, but he hasn't been healthy for quite some time. And that
just
does
glad
mess
he went
with
to the Eagles and retired immediately.
That's hilarious. Well, as an NFC East guy, I'm very thrilled at that because I'm sick of them getting everybody. That Jalen Phillips thing, I hate that they did that, but also brilliant.
It's brilliant front office. Their front office is amazing.
Brilliant. Man. Who's a better GM, Sam Presti or Howie Roseman? Yeah, look at that.
That's a tough one.
Or the GM for the Dodgers. We'll throw them all in there together.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
Who's better?
I can't put a team, a sport in that doesn't have a salary cap in that mix.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I can't say one's better than the other. I can't say one's better than the other.
But Howie Roseman is hold my beer. Anything you can do, I can do.
I think I think that's a dead heat right now.
That's a dead heat, isn't it? They both are amazing. God,
yeah, that's a dead heat.
And what's crazy about it is that Howie Roseman does the obvious thing that everybody else should have thought of every single time. Like it's not that he's a genius. He's just doing the thing that is so obvious. It makes you go, well, why did my GM think of that? Why are we not doing intelligent things?
I mean, Dallas gifted them 2 picks on the front line. Those 2 Georgia kids on the front line. Dallas could have picked them, and they picked somebody else both times.
Listen, we single-handedly, and by we I mean the Cowboys and the Giants, single-handedly handed them the Super Bowl last year.
Yep.
We gave them the running back they needed. Y'all gave them the coordinator they needed. Super Bowl. It's over. It was that simple. So I don't know. They're just doing things better than everybody else, and it's not close.
Yep.
Right now, it's not close. So when you can win in March, I don't know how you're supposed to beat a team that can win in March.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean it's a team that's contending every year, but yet they still have high draft picks.
Right. And by the way, they still haven't played well yet.
and they have one loss.
They have one loss. They still haven't played well yet.
No.
They haven't played a complete game all season long, and they have one loss.
Right.
That's just stockpiling. Yeah. So anyway, I want to give a shout out to the guy who's not going to win MVP because NFL sucks.
It's not just the NFL. The Heisman Trophy is the same way.
Yeah, same way. You're right, 100%. But I want to give a shout out to Jonathan Taylor, who should have won my fantasy game for me this weekend.
You had him and didn't win?
I had him and didn't win. Jonathan Taylor put up 92 points this weekend in our fantasy league. And you know why I lost? You know why I lost? Because I don't know what the Buffalo Bills were doing this weekend, but A-Chain put up like 72 or 82 or something crazy like that. He matched this number almost. And I was like, how does only me that could happen to? And I couldn't. And my problem is, had Brandon Aubrey, who is my kicker, played, I probably would have won the game. But I'm not cutting Brandon Aubrey. I'm not doing it. So I just had to take the L. And I have some cushion to take the L.
Yeah.
But still, I'm like, I kept going back and forth. I said, I could just go get a kicker. But then also, Brandon Aubrey is going to put up 20 points a game. So do I really want to give up the 20 points for one win? No. So I took the L. And I literally lost by the amount of points Brandon Aubrey is averaging. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. Make it up in the playoffs.
I'll make it up in the playoffs. I'm still gonna make the playoffs probably, so it'll be fine. It'll work out. So anyway, so that's my shout out. That's my shout out. Jonathan Taylor should win the MVP, but he won't. And I think that's all I got. Looking forward to this great weekend that was coming up in front of us, guys. I hope you are too. Go enjoy your life and stay warm.
It's gonna be 73 here on Saturday.
Well, I was gonna say the cold spell we had, that's over for a while. So this week it's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s in the evening. So that's nice.
It's
very
gonna be
much
nice
football
out
weather
there for that Friday night game at U of L, Clemson.
Yeah, very much football weather.
I'll be at.
Oh, I know my other shout out is. Shout out to you. Touchdown Friday has been amazing. It's been amazing. It has been outstanding. It's first of all, it's just nice for me living here, but being so familiar with those teams in Louisville to be caught up to what's going on in Louisville. Although I will lie and say it is a little disorienting to see some of the teams that historically were bad when I was there, that they are juggernauts now, like Atherton and Manual and Christian Academy. Like, when did this happen? Like, how did these teams become so good? But
Christian Academy has been there for a while now, but yeah.
Right. Well, I think they figured out that money exists, and they were like, we can just go get these players. We don't have to. We can go get the best players. Trinity's been doing it forever, and St. X has been doing it forever, so might as well just, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just go do what they do. Right. So, and it's working. Like, it looks really good. But, yeah, it's just, but I was just, if y'all not watching, if you're in the Louisville area, you're not watching Kendrick on Friday nights, and you're wasting your Friday night. It's a good time. It is a good time. So I wanted to give you that shout out. So
I appreciate you. It's a lot of fun. I swear it's taking minutes off my life every Friday.
100%.
It's super 100% getting everything on. But yeah,
100%. It is madness.
Once we get to the set, it's fun.
Yeah. You look like you have a good time. For sure. For sure. All right. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next week. Shout out to the great Charlie Ward. Still trying to get that elusive first win, but they looked better. I'll admit and say they looked better. They played pretty good against Kennesaw, and I didn't see this last game. I missed this last game. So
shout out to my boy Doug Davenport. He did get his first win last night.
He did get his first win. Okay. Shout out to Bellarmine. There you go. All right. Has Oos got his? He hadn't got his first win yet at Simmons.
I think he does. He does have a win.
They got his first two. All right.
I believe.
Dewan Wheat, okay. I went real personal just then.
Yeah. Very Louisville on that one.
I did. only a few know what that was. All right. Y'all be good. Cue the whistle, please. Please.